Hi, everyone. I'm doing all right. That was quite the intro, though. I loved it. I was gonna say he wrote this intro. I was gonna say it sounds like something Kay would write, and I was about to commend you on it.
Hello. Oh my god, I need to be introduced like this for the rest of my life. This reminds me of like Chaucer from A Knight's Tale. I love it so much.
I've not seen that one, but I do know of it.
It's
So serious
great.
question: how often do people tune in for your intros and then just drop out right after the intro is done? Then there we go.
Hey, that's amazing.
Hell yeah, buddy! You gotta grow that YouTube before TikTok gets shut down.
Well, you guys are gonna be fine. I'm not.
I don't know about Canada, honestly, because we usually follow suit after America, just given a year later sometimes, so we'll see.
Ugh.
Of course. So we are doing the weekly watch list breakdown. So the weekly watch list breakdown is what happens when a bunch of friends with unique and wonderful taste in films have tried too hard for too long to finally share and discuss their favorite film with one another. And if you've ever been around, or if you've been around a while, you already know the shtick. However, for the uninitiated, what?
Johnny's doing great.
I'm still tired.
Johnny's
Baby's trying. This is not my first rodeo. I should, but just because I know how to drive and I do it every day doesn't mean I do it well.
Johnny, that's not something you should admit on the air.
Anyways, hopefully that little sip of water helps. However, for the initiated, the idea is that for every episode, at least one person is watching the chosen film for the first time. It's all about having a space for creators to share the art that matters most to them and give them a platform to show us all why. So if you like listening to a bunch of nerds geek out or enforce each other to watch and discuss their favorite films for the very, very first time, feel free to follow or subscribe.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie.
Naf is so disappointed in me. I feel like my father's here right now. We're a very professional show, even though I've been here 5 times.
If you're professional, why did you invite me on?
I mean,
you know ID, right?
There's worse people that they've invited.
Whoa, shade.
It's me.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It was originally a screenplay, and then Ben Stiller decided, I like this, I'm going to star and direct in this. And it became just one of my comfort movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have not. This is my very first time. I just never heard of it. I have never heard of it. Knew nothing. However, I really do like Ben Stiller. So shocking. I do love and adore Tropic Thunder, unlike anyone.
This is definitely very different than Tropic Thunder.
It's very different from Tropic Thunder. Oh god.
So
But like,
there's no blackface in this one.
Blackface. If I'm allowed to say that.
What blackface?
Keep in mind, I come from Canada where our current prime minister has done brownface and he's still in power.
That is nothing compared to what is happening in my country. So that is.
Yeah, y'all got an orange faced Cheeto about to come in, so.
We have a convicted felon who was impeached. Every other thing under the sun.
Hey, we are probably about to get our own little trumpet who can't get his security clearance. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh god.
Just say North America. We'll be fine. We'll lump Mexico in, even though they would probably love to annex themselves from everything right now.
Yes.
I feel like my ancestors would come and kill me.
I don't think my ancestors would be too happy about that.
Dude,
Asian ancestors are
really
scary.
fearful of ancestors.
Asian ancestors
Have you seen Mulan?
Scary. I was about to say Mulan, man. Are you fucking
okay? So
serious?
we're gonna hijack this episode now and just do a live watch of Mulan.
Yeah. Wait. Have you? Are you actually serious?
Okay, so. Naf
She was
Pendle.
the first Disney princess who did not do what she did to win the man. I mean, granted, Jasmine also kind of went off and did her own thing, but she did end up with the man. She technically did not end up with the man. The man tried to go after her. Also, if you have seen Shang's queer journey Reddit post thingy, it's the funniest thing. I'll send it to you afterwards. But oh my god.
Okay, so Naf, when's the next time One with the Films will have a free slot? Because I think Yun and I need to come back for a Mulan episode.
You need, yes.
Excellent.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. I actually have no idea. I think I saw the commercial for it, and I think I saw it in theaters. I genuinely do not remember anything pre-2020 or even pre-2016.
So you remember nothing before Trump coming into presidency in the U.S.?
Yes, it's called dissociation, which is I think I realized within the past year, Walter, instead of his daydream, he's literally dissociating because he did have a pretty traumatic life event. So his dad died, and he was a pretty free spirit, and his dad encouraged that free spirit, but then his dad died just suddenly and tragically, and then he all of a sudden had to become a straight-laced individual, and I just felt so bad. In order for him to deal with that, he ended up dissociating, which they call daydreaming, and I'm realizing oh, I feel a lot of us do that, except my daydreams are maladaptive daydreaming, and it's really bad scenarios that I think about as opposed to the fantastical things that Walter does.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
I can see the trailers watching this movie, honestly. I really enjoyed it too.
I'm glad. I was really worried because you guys aficionados are much smarter than me when it comes to media. I tend to really stupid shit. So I'm just like, I was really worried that like you guys like, yeah, I mean, we liked it because you liked it, but that's about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, that makes me so happy.
Sí. Mío no hablas español. That's when they go. You know what it sounds like? It's like Chris Tucker trying to speak English to Jackie Chan in Rush Hour.
Oh,
Do you
God.
understand the words that are coming out?
They're coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, let's see if I can English right now.
Gotta open your eyes a little bit to read those words.
Yeah, they don't get any bigger than this there, bestie. All right, so based on the 1939 short story by James Thurber, Ben Stiller not only... Sorry, what? Okay, so I did get... Woo! Daddy's proud of me!
Thurber. You have to say it with an
Thurber.
American accent. You can't say it with your Australian accent.
James Thurber. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, short story by James Thurber. Ben Stiller not only starred but also directed and produced the film. The movie was shot in stunning locations around the world, including... Oh shit. Okay, you know what? Okay, give me one quick second. You know what it is? I don't have glasses right now. My eyes are having... I just did. That is exactly what I did. I was trying to delay it, but you just had to call me out on exactly what I was doing, didn't you, Naf? The movie was shot in stunning locations around the world, including Greenland, Iceland, and the Himalayas, with Iceland's dramatic landscapes playing a major role in conveying the film's epic feel. Additionally, the movie is dedicated to Stiller's late father, Jerry Stiller, who had a cameo, adding a personal and sentimental layer to the production. It cost around $90 million to get this made, and it made back probably just enough to cover its production and advertising at around $188 million, with the majority of it coming from the international box office. Critically, it didn't do so well at the start, but at the moment, it has a 3.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd and a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It also stars Kristen Wiig and Sean Penn, who Ben Stiller was adamant was perfect for his role in the film, and was written by Steve Conrad. There's some really great needle drops in here, with Kristen Riggs performing a David Bowie classic too, as our character jumps onto a flying helicopter piloted by an inebriated Icelandian. Is that actually the correct word for someone from Iceland? Did not know that. Oh god, Naf, you're about to get canceled by the Icelandic people. Now, the film also has some wildly inventive daydream sequences with some insane uses of VFX, adding some style and flair to the film and contrasting the real-life excitement he gets on his big-ass journey across the world. Now, would any of you have anything you would like to add?
No fun facts, but just a correction. Yeah, sharks don't attack you like that, especially in Arctic
Open water?
waters.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Are you some kind of water person?
No, frogs attack you. They crave violence. Frogs crave violence, but sharks, they're just there. They're just sea puppies.
All
They're
of a sudden,
just there.
I love frogs so much more now.
I adore frogs. Frogs are the best. Yep. So, funny thing, I think I know exactly who you're talking about. You might have seen someone I went to school with. Her name is Andy. She is like a big shark conservationist, and it's like it's been very fun to watch her grow in the social media space and to like talk about like shark conservation. So yeah, she dives in
Casually
Hawaii.
drop someone who you
So what it is,
know.
it's a redirect. So like the shark is coming up to her, and she will essentially take it on its snoot and redirect it away from her and the guests.
I hear if you flip them upside down, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, some sort of catatonic state that you put them into,
Yeah.
and like I've seen videos of people doing it to like full ass tiger sharks in like the Bahamas and whatnot. Would I ever do that? Probably not. Would I try that with my favorite shark? Yes, I would.
Yeah, I would too. I was gonna say I would love to belly rub a shark. It'd be like Jeff the land shark.
They're puppies. That's all they are. They're sea puppies.
Yeah. No, we love sharks.
No, sharks are great.
I would legitimately love to go diving and just go inside those shark cages and just look at them.
I mean, if I had the gonads to do what Andy does, I would do it. But I'm just like, I would need to probably be either semi-inebriated or just like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it.
Exactly. I just need a boot of beer.
An entire boot of beer. Wow, that sounds like the most Canadian thing ever. A boot of beer. Can I have a boot of beer? Sounds like I'm trying to say butterbeer, but I can't. I was gonna make some dad jokes, but I'm like, technically my dad's still around, so I can't make those jokes. For now. Not unlike Keegan's mom.
Too soon. Too soon.
That would have been good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see Zoolander, you see Dodgeball. Or that. Simple Jack. Legit, that beard looks so bad.
I think that was like the point. He was supposed to look really
He was supposed
ridiculous.
to look like comedically evilish with it, right? He looked like he was supposed to...
Yep.
Yeah.
Awooga.
Awooga. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's just also the fact that his mom like points it out, but she doesn't. She's like, it's just interesting because with your father, like your father just died, and you got one that's with Papa, and it's just like, yes, thank you for reminding me. It's just so traumatic, and it's also, again, like the more I think about how much. The reason why I like the movie, it's also just like people will say certain things as like you already know, that are kind of fucking traumatic to you, but they don't realize it. But then it's also, if you try explaining that trauma to them, they're not gonna get it. I've had a lot of those moments. I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't want to be represented in this way.
You're just like, I'm just gonna sit here and accept this in major chagrin.
Yes.
Mhm. 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 Very real. Mhm. Mm. S- Funny you say that, Naf, because the entire time I was watching this movie, I was also like, this feels like something that I could also see in Scrubs, right? Have you seen Scrubs, Leon?
I've seen a couple of episodes, and I've
Okay.
definitely seen episodes where
JD's just
yeah,
daydreaming about the
JD
weirdest
just,
things. Yeah.
yeah, he's just coming up with all these crazy really weird scenarios. So
Especially that last season. Sorry, wait, what last season? uh, no, I love it too. Hey, I wish I could get the complete collection, but oh well. W- Yeah, you can. I can watch the blackface episode. It's not on streaming here. Yeah, it's a very funny joke. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a lot of. You can't get away with this today, like Tropic Thunder. I don't want another one, honestly. Gross. Oh yeah, I keep hearing about that. Weird. I don't know who knows. Yeah, movies. Hmm. I raw dog life. I'm medicated with ADHD, so I definitely feel you on that.
yeah, same. So but, like, at least you're engaged in the conversation.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm just like, I just go off. Like, I'm making eye contact, but I just go off like, yes. Like, I have to concentrate really hard. I've done it to like my best friend a couple of times. Like, we're talking and it's like, I love her. And I'm like, I'm in the conversation, but my brain's just like, la di da. Like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
no,
Oh
whenever people
shit.
are talking and there's music playing or anything, I just hyper focus on the music more than anything.
Oh, I've done that so many times. People will be talking to me. I'm like, wait. Song. Okay, what
Yeah.
were we saying?
Sorry, one more time. Nope, it's back. Roll it back. Okay, now go. Like that. Honestly, Adam Scott's performance, he plays such a good jackass. Right? Because like usually whenever I see Adam Scott, I'm just like, oh, he's just gonna be like the fun, lovable, kind of goofy, maybe serious occasionally. Exactly. He's just Uncle Ben. He's the dad in Krampus for me. He's in Parks and Recs. You know, I see him like that. I don't see him as the jackass, but he plays such a good asshole. And I love him so much for it. Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. I just wish he was scratching that beard more, but it probably would have fallen off if he was. Mm. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. I'm like, it's too different of a shade. I guess all the money went to somewhere else, just not towards the beard. Sorry.
No, you're good. Just like the visuals when he's skateboarding in Greenland. Like
Yeah.
that was just gorgeous. And it like the music also in this movie is like my type of music, just like very whimsical. And my Spotify called me out last year was very wistful. And it is because he's still chasing, well, obviously like chasing Sean O'Connell, but just like chasing life still. And that's what the music invokes for me. And that's why I think I love that. And then the seeing the snow leopard, because like actually filming snow leopards is very difficult. I watched the behind the scenes stuff for like Planet Earth or stuff like that, and the things that the videographers have to do to get the shots for this is absolutely batshit insane. So I'm just curious as to like who they got that specific footage from with the snow leopard. And the ghost cat. And that was just like one of my favorite things. Like, what was 25? It's like, let's just call it a ghost cat, Walter Mitty. Beautiful things don't ask for attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was him, like, oh, that's kind of sweet. I like that.
I remember hearing that and just like, I will use that on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because you think, you know, some event is going to happen in one way, or you have expectations, but then completely different. Because one of my favorite things is when he's like tapping the sailor on the face, like, what's that? Okay, wait, you're real? I'm actually cold. That was fucking real.
Him go like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm touching your face.
Look inside. I thought she meant look inside here. What?
Not my fault you were trying to find something profound there, buddy. Tells you a bit of what you need, eh?
He was here? What?
I went to Greenland and Iceland, and I could just come home.
But then you realize why he was at his mom's
why he
place.
wasn't. Yeah. And then why he did go.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. And then him going to an Afghani warlord.
That was so funny with his mom's Clementine cake. And also I love the thread of how his mother was present throughout the entire thing. Like his parents were both present, but in very different ways. And then the fucking Clementine cake. Like, I'm sorry, that just made me so happy.
I've never had one. I want to try one now, though.
Oh, I want to make one too. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like an olive oil Clementine cake, and like I can make that. It looks really good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's just present throughout the entire movie, and it also like basically helped him and Sean get to that point on the mountain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 No, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that mountain is covered in feces, by the way.
Feces, trash, bodies,
urine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I want to go to base camp, but that's about it. I wouldn't want to go any further. I'll go to base camp. Let's go to base camp, guys.
Cool. Let's go to base camp. When you guys go to Japan.
Again, Johnny, you could just put yourself on the corner. It's all right.
I'm good, thank you. Even though it's not illegal to solicit in Vancouver.
I was also thinking... You can go to the ranch. Did you guys go to the ranch?
Bro goes prostitution. There's a brothel, like one town over. Can I get the name of that town, Naf? How innocent. Gotta catch them all.
No.
People hand you.
Oh, those Pokemon cards.
No,
those Pokemon cards. Yes. Okay.
I remember going as a kid and my dad, like, you're not allowed to take any of the cards. I'm like, okay, fine. And I didn't know why. And then I got older and I really wish I took some. I really wish I took some. The problem is
I was at the height where like their hands were. So I just right in my face every single time, like, oh, okay.
Titties. I have not been since I was a child, honestly, so I would legit love to go with you.
I would be a little worried to go with you guys because we would lose somebody. Goodness.
Okay, no. Real quick. No. If we ever do a group adventure in Vegas, we are bringing bingo sheets and we're filling things in.
And everyone gets their own fucking air tag. That's what needs to happen. Everyone needs their own air tag.
Or like we wear those little like Mickey Mouse ear things, but not Mickey Mouse ears. They're like little Sims.
Or we could do what me and my friends did and go to a thrift store and buy Hawaiian shirts and just wear those on the strip.
Joke's on you. I got some. So
I still have my Hawaiian shirt.
I have one of just a toucan and pineapples.
Yeah. Back to the movie.
Hey, so man, this movie just makes you want to talk about life.
I mean, it does because it's. I feel like for me, the movie is just like reminding me personally, like you live in the moment for as corny as that is, but it's kind of true. Because even though like fantastical things do happen to him, he does have moments of just like peace. And that's like walking up the hill or even just like being on the boat, being around all those fishermen. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking when you were talking about earlier, Naf, this is also his journey in processing grief because he wasn't able to process grief.
Yep.
Over his father. He said, I got a haircut. The next day I got a haircut and a job. That was it.
Yep.
He wasn't able to grieve.
He lost the mohawk.
Be the man of the house. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yep. He's actually doing it. No. Even in my head, I'm just like, is this the dream? Is this real? Is he imagining him just like getting closer with this kid and everything just so that he also get closer to the mom while at it? But like, no, he's just being genuinely himself.
As a stunt double, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Which, funny enough, I was also thinking about it while watching the scene of him skateboarding in, was it Iceland, Greenland, one or the other? And just going like, is that actually Ben Stiller on a skateboard? Or...
I think it was him on a few.
Yeah. I think there's like one moment where he's just like doing like a Jesus pose while on it. I'm like, maybe that's him? Can't tell for sure. But no, that... I have not, no. Oh, I'm so glad we all hate Jonah Hill. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eating shit and being judged by sheep.
Wait, were those sheeps? I thought they were rams.
Ram, sheep, something, some livestock.
Something
some
that you can
woolly
eat.
livestock.
But one's cuter than the other. That's the sharks.
It's a porpoise.
It's a
Like,
porpoise.
oh no, that's a shark. And it's just like, oh my god,
Oh,
it's
I
not
was
a
so
porpoise.
I was
It's
so
not a
sorry.
porpoise.
Honestly, that would be something people have to say to me, like, Johnny, stop trying to be friends with a shark, but like pupper.
I mean, I've definitely tried to swim after a shark trying to get a picture of it. So
Jesus Christ, Yun.
it was so I was an intern at Georgia Ducas National Park, and it's like the furthest south park in the contiguous United States, because there's a couple of national parks in Puerto Rico, but that doesn't count because it's not the contiguous United States. Anyway, and I was snorkeling on the reef behind the island I was staying on, and I would get the shit scared out of me by tarpon. They're like massive minnows, like they're literally just minnows, but they're huge, and they look like sharks out of the corner of your eye. But then one time I saw like a legitimate like reef shark come through, and I'm like, ooh, try to get a photo. He swam away, and I'm like swimming after, like, bitch, you can't catch this thing. The fuck is wrong with you? But I'm like, I just wanted to get a photo of the shark.
No, I would too.
No,
or was
it was
there
just
someone
me on the
telling you that it
island.
was a porpoise?
It's not a porpoise.
I've heard of it, but
It's
yeah,
like a dolphin, but it's got a smaller beak, and it's a different species.
Are they as big of assholes as a dolphin, though?
No,
They are.
no.
Okay, so they're
Actually,
honestly
I'm
they're
not
better than
entirely
dolphins,
sure.
maybe.
Dolphins are like rapists of the sea, besides otters. Like dolphins and otters, you think they're cute. They're terrors.
Otters are also necrophiliacs.
Yes, I know.
One of my favorite fun facts about otters.
Otters are terrifying.
They're also into bestiality.
They will rape baby seal pups.
Oh yeah, and pedophiles. I forgot about the P. Diddy aspect of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Narwhals always look so depressed. But yeah.
The fact that people think that narwhals aren't real still baffles me.
People don't think they're real?
My friend, she did an education internship, and she had to spend 10 minutes trying to convince a child who was like between 9 and 12 that narwhals were in fact not like a unicorn and real. They are the unicorns of the sea. Sorry, you guys have heard the narwhal song, right?
I have. Narwhals
swimming in the ocean. Causing a commotion because they are so awesome. Narwhals. Okay.
I only ever heard of narwhals swimming in the ocean part. I didn't know the rest of it. But
they're the Jedi of the sea. Yes, because they're pretty. It's pretty. I'll send you a link to the song. It's a pretty great song. I showed it to my coworkers at lunch, and they looked at me like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "So many things.
That was me with the Taco Bell and Pizza Hut song. I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. No one knows it? Okay, cool. I am absolutely bonkers then. Okay, well, my coworkers will feel much better about it now that they didn't know it. Yeah. My favorite bit. Yeah, that was my favorite one. It was so memorable. It looked like it was the actual sediment within the rock. It was so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, that whole sequence I thought was really great because it's also got the text of the
Mhm.
text of the life motto. Yeah, I like that.
Oh. Oh yes. You know what else I was thinking of though while watching it for the titles? The Suicide Squad. Because like James Gunn did a lot of those like little like 2 hours ago, Project Jotunheim and like Operation Save Harley, stuff like that. You know. No, it was honestly stunning. But like on top of that though, like the cinematography between his dreams and then like real life adventure, it was so drastically different. And I don't know if you picked up on this at all, Naf, but like, with his dream sequences pretty much, it feels like just your standard blockbuster film. They're very much shot and edited that way. Whereas with him actually living life, they're very like film festival like film. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With Stretch
Yeah.
Armstrong.
With Stretch Armstrong. Some action film. Yeah. Yeah. And for the majority, they're doing close-up shots because if they do wide shots, then there's so much more green screen they got to fill in and all that, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, stunning. I want to go to Greenland and Iceland now.
I feel like it was a passion project for Ben Still because you said it cost like 9 million in production, which is kind of crazy for a very
9D.
small film. Like,
Yeah,
let's be real, it's a small film.
I'm glad it made back its money though. Honestly,
Yeah. No, it's just.
yeah.
Mhm.
I honestly like for me, I think like the movie truly does pick up when it's just him for the majority. Not a dig at Catherine Hahn, Kristen Wiig, or anyone else in this film, but like I feel like that's when the movie just, at borrowing a term from our friend Tate, truly just locks in. So
I also just like
it's,
how fucking awkward Walter is.
yeah,
Just an awkward little guy. I'm
we
like,
love it.
yeah. I'm not like as corny as it is. I'm like, I see where you're coming from with shit. What's the song? Pina Colada song. He was not trying to have his Pina Colada
I like the
moment.
song.
He's trying to make his little meat cute. I'm like, oh,
That's actually a funny thing because like the way he describes is like he wants his pina colada moment, but I'm like I always interpreted that song as someone who was cheating on his wife, and then he ends up cheating on his wife with his wife,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's such a weird, it's
Okay,
such
that's
a
what I thought.
weird song for him to think about.
Yeah,
But it's like that song is just so bizarre. Like you get so much whiplash, but then it's also just like at the end of the song you realize, oh, we just kind of lost each other, but we found our way back to each other. Because the fact that she also put the ad up there, she was also feeling disconnected from the marriage. So they needed that opportunity to be like, to find their quote unquote person, and it ended up being them the whole time. So I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. I like
I
this.
I actually recently read a funny story on Reddit, and it was about someone it was the manager of a brothel, bringing it back somehow. It's a funny story, honestly. It's
Tell.
Anyway, so it's his manager of a brothel. She's like, yeah, so what's your wildest story? And she's like, so I had this one client who comes in every single Friday, and he was explaining to the person he's with that the reason why he just comes in every Friday, and mind you, he has a wife and they have a kid, is because he feels untouched, and like there's lack of the physical aspect in 40 years in that marriage. And then turn to find out that the wife works at the brothel because she has the exact same reason of just like not having that touch as well.
Oh my god.
for 40 years, and it's just funny. And it's just, the pina colada song reminds me of that story.
Wait, so did they end up?
No, the manager's just like, you know what? We're not allowed to get involved, I think. So we're just gonna keep recommending. Like, no, we just recommend you keeping your schedule to Fridays, and the wife, you just keep working your Wednesdays. Don't switch your schedules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Communication, people.
Yep. And if they are unwilling to have
it,
just sabotage? Then did Yun just freeze? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
we're good. We're good.
Freeze? Am I here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they had a little bit of that in the movie where he assumed that she was back with her ex.
Yeah.
Because he used that term of endearment. But
yeah.
I mean, he kind of addressed it a little bit when she was able to explain the situation. So
yeah. Honestly, I when I was watching this movie at first, I'm just like, oh, this could be like a romance film, right? And then as you're watching, I'm like, oh, not as much, actually.
It was slightly marketed as a romance film, if I remember that correctly. It was sort of marketed as, but I mean, I kind of like that it wasn't, because Cheryl felt real to me. Like, it's also very strange to have Kristen Wiig in that kind of a role. It was also really strange to see her in Wonder Woman in that role.
I was gonna say,
she did well.
I don't think I've seen Kristen Wiig in any good movie outside of Bridesmaids. Because she was in Wonder Woman 2. She was in the 2016 Ghostbusters, I think it was. Was it 2016? Mm-hmm. And besides that, it's just usually SNL, and that's all I really know her from.
Yeah. So I liked her this one.
She is. No, absolutely. Like, I think every single person in this film does an excellent job. Like, when you look at Catherine Hahn, I think it's fair to say that she has a fairly smaller role, but like, she makes her performance memorable. It's very entertaining. She doesn't steal the show or nothing, but like, she puts in the work. And I respect it, honestly. She's so good. And then we just get like a cameo from Patton Oswalt, and I freaking love that guy. He's hilarious. I remember just hearing him on the phone with the eHarmony dude, and I'm just like, oh, it's Patton Oswalt. I recognize that voice anywhere. I
like that they actually brought him in to verify his identity, though.
I love that. That was so funny
to me. It's like, of all the people, actually.
Yes. He's never seen me in person, but he's seen my photos.
My favorite thing about this movie, that actually, like, of all the fantastical shit that happened, like, this is the one thing that I just know could not have happened. The fact that he got fucking service on the top of the Himalaya mountain. Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of moments when he's getting service on the phone. I'm just like, is this a dream? Is this real? But I'm just like, you wouldn't have been able to pay for that, sir.
Yeah. I mean, he's able to afford a place in New York.
That's like the one gripe I had with the movie. It's like, that's not real. It's like,
really? Not the shark?
Not the shark, not the porpoise.
Oh, that's true. I feel like that is symbolic of his character, though, someone who is truly stuck in the past, right?
I mean, that, but also it's like he's trying to save money, because he starts off looking at balancing his checkbook, and he brought the checkbook with him to fucking Greenland.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh my God, that's insane. But like, you see withdrawal, and no deposits. Which is just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he's balancing that checkbook in Papa John's. And you're just like, oh, that's kind of sad. But he's also doing it to just, one, his job, but like, two, it's like, he's here now. Yeah. Like, because he almost gave up until he realized that he had seen his mother and he knew where to go from there. So yeah, he persevered, because he very much could have given up.
Mhm. She has that presence. Yeah. That's just Agatha.
Me too.
Yeah. Honestly, good show.
Yeah.
I'm one episode behind right now. I'm
God
waiting.
damn it. I enjoyed episode 3. I really enjoyed episode 3.
I'm enjoying the show. Do not get me wrong. I love the droid, by the way.
Oh, SM33. As soon as you like threw down, I'm like, new favorite droid.
I
New
was like,
favorite
fuck
droid.
yes. Yeah. Why are you spoiling shit for me? Honestly, that X-ray scene.
That was so funny.
Just kept going. It was so funny. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, wait, what did he get detained for again? Just because, like,
pipe.
it's right. That's what it was. It was like the flute thing.
Yeah, it's like, can I have my fife? Can I have my fife back? And then it's like, how did you get like? And also, he's very matter of fact. It's like, you went to Afghanistan. How did you get there? Yemen. The prices are really cheap. It's just like, it's just so funny, and so just yeah. I also like the soccer game. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
it
that
was
was nice.
it was one of the few like boys will be boys type of scenes, but it wasn't like weird toxic masculinity. It was just like, we're having fun with this, and no one spoke the like each other's language, but it was just fun.
Yeah. Conveniently came together, and I talk to this guy every single day, pretty much.
I talk to you guys whenever I can, yeah. Or like whenever I
Usually,
talk to you,
whenever
Johnny, when
it's
we
just
just like
usually out of pocket.
it's this out of pocket shit, but we just like we'll talk for a really long time. And it's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, pretty much. This is going to start another conversation at some point. I'll send you a Try Guys video, and I'm sure we'll keep going.
Oh yeah. Yes, all the frogs.
Nice.
All the frogs. Because frogs make people happy. The little hippity hops just make everybody happy.
The little hippity hop.
The little hippity hops.
I love that. Mm-hmm.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
I also love that he went with just his briefcase, nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, he literally went with no plan and just did it.
Oh,
Just,
actually,
he broke out of his mold.
this reminds me. How the fuck does a flip phone still work after he jumps into freezing cold Arctic Ocean water? Yeah, that's
yeah,
true. It's a Nokia.
Yeah.
Wait, one more time. Can you say Nokia for me? No, I'm not making fun of you. It's just I've never heard Nokia pronounced any other way, so that's nice. Fair enough, man. Who knows? Maybe you're saying it right and I'm saying it wrong.
We are saying it with the non-Asian.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, no, like it's like racism doesn't work that way. I'm like, wait, no, Naf is Latino. We're both a minority, so yeah, no,
He's
I can't.
also
It's
Australian.
Yeah, but I'm Canadian. It's fine. Point is, we're not American.
Oh, I know.
A win's a win. A win's a win.
It hurts. Well, actually, my citizenship is actually in jeopardy. He's trying to repeal the 14th Amendment, and that's how I have my citizenship.
Would you like to come to Canada?
That's one of the things, but it's also like naturalized citizen. I'm a naturalized citizen, so if he gets rid of the, I wasn't born in the States, but I was able to become a citizen without having to like take the citizenship test. So I became a citizen at like 5 months old, so couldn't have taken the test.
No, they just drew on it like, wow, she got everything right.
I can't even speak.
Don't worry, Trump barely can too. And I don't think his wife is able to either.
Huh?
I said Trump is barely able to speak, and I doubt his wife is able to either.
Same.
No.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Excuse me, they did go to Malaysia for Shang-Chi. That's right before. That's literally the movie right before Eternals. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on that one. I won't deny it. Still a good movie. Hey man, they use actual San Francisco buses though. So technically, on location for San Francisco bus, legit, they shipped 5 buses that they use in San Francisco to Australia just to film those fight scenes.
That seems excessive. Why couldn't they have shot it in LA?
I don't know. I mean, there's 3 Marvel Studios. There's the one in the UK, there's one in Australia, and then there's the one in Santa Monica or something like that. And judging by, since, it was 2020 when they were filming, like right before pandemic and then after, I think the other 2 would have been used by probably Black Widow and Eternals. Yeah, no, Eternals would have been in the UK. Black Widow would have been in LA, I think. So that's probably why.
Okay.
Always finding a way to bring it back to Last Jedi, I see.
I was actually, when you said it's like, it just reminded me of some of these scenes. I'm like, are we going to talk about Last Jedi and the Porgs?
Honestly, let's talk about it. Let's go.
And the goat's just looking at him.
Now we just need goats playing with swords. Porgs were playing with the lightsabers. Were you trying to go for an innuendo? No,
I thought innuendo, and then I'm like, wait.
I am not. My mind is not that much in the gutter. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Huh? I don't have too much, honestly.
No, I'm just glad you guys liked it. It's just fun. And also the soundtrack in onto itself, I think is pretty good. So if you
This
guys want to
is-
look at that on Spotify.
Here's the thing, like a lot of times whenever we do these kind of shows, like I remember watching Twilight with Naf, or not with Naf,
Sorry.
but because of Naf more than anything. And there's like a few other movies I've now seen because of Nathaniel here. Like even Shawshank Redemption. But like this is like the first time it's a movie that I have not seen before that I really feel like I just want to immediately go back and rewatch because it was just honestly that good.
Wow. Okay. That's again, you guys are much more media literate than I am. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
No. I just play it off that way. Naf actually is that way. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not at all.
Yeah.
It's a second coming of age story almost.
Yeah.
I feel like he does find himself because even like he changes his dress. Obviously, he's in his uniform majority of the time, but like I'm not gonna lie, he looked a little hot. Like post coming back from the Himalayas,
With
like
the
that's my
beard.
vibe.
Yeah, that
The
was
beard,
a good vibe.
the Henley,
I liked it.
the natural fiber jewelry. I'm like, that's my vibe. He's looking a little hot. Oh yeah.
The suit feels like a little bit too big on him too. Yeah.
Am I attractive? And like he kept that look because when he picked up his last paycheck, he still kept the look. He shaved a little bit, but I'm just like,
He trimmed it down. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, 100%.
Just kidding. Well, I
Feel you.
I'm
Nope,
glad.
I'm not gonna say that.
What are
I
you
was
gonna
gonna
say,
say
Johnny?
I was gonna say feel yourself. I'm like, nope. Yeah. I just, in short, give yourself a pat on the back without the gross innuendos. That's the possibility of it. So sorry. That time my head was in the gutters. I didn't want to add one more thing, but okay. I was just gonna say though, I am slightly. I am slightly mad at Walter though for throwing that bike. He fell. I'm like, other men were gonna use that. Yeah.
No, that was so funny when it's just going like this. Like, what? There's a bunch of orange layers. It's like Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying they've been on a boat filled with just other men. Okay, you're a little pent up. I understand it. They also needed the bike though. He should not have thrown the bike.
Or like the eruption versus erection.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Erection. What? Eruption.
No, it's hilarious because you can hear like the actual accent and then just him going like trying to put on the best American accent possible just to say eruption. No.
He just also accepts it. He's not like, he doesn't question it, which I thought was also kind of great. I don't know. I like Patton Oswalt's character. He's just a guy and he's just there. He's just there. Yeah.
Let's add that in. And then by the time it's finally done, he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna cancel it all."
It's like, but I was selling concert tickets. I'm like, oh, he was so supportive of him. So supportive.
But, shall we do our cinema a la carte? Yeah, do you
Y'all
have
go
yours
first.
yet?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can go last.
Y'all do
Naf.
yours first.
Anyways, so we always like to wrap things up with a little game of the cinema a la carte. And as a reminder, what? Oh, you said yes, man. I heard yes, mommy. I'm like, I'm mommy now? I do have the titties. Wait, there we go. That's better.
More than me. It's pretty sad.
You want to trade?
I'll take whatever.
They'll be the matching shade at least.
You have to go into the sun a little to match my shade.
I mean, I'm in Canada. There's currently no sun. It's just rain and clouds. Anyways, as a reminder, this is where we really get into the show. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm laughing and I can't read apparently when I was laughing. I will flatten. No, I'm not. I think this is your most unhinged episode of Home with the Films yet, and Keegan's not even here for it.
This is the Asian invasion. You signed up for this. You didn't have to invite Johnny on while I was also on.
Here's the thing. Last time it was you, me, JJ, and Cal for the last time I was on. That was pretty controlled. But anyways, so we like to wrap things up with cinema a la carte. And as a reminder, this is where we really get to show you the best way to experience this film through the metaphor of food. If you can't tell, I do like food. We have each other prepared a menu of our own for this week's film as the main course, along with an entree to start, a wine to pair it with, and a dessert to complete your journey. And you get to decide which set you love the most. Be sure to let us know in the comments, though. Now, assuming because of the shittiest taste, I'm going first. Why am I yellow?
Why did you get so yellow? What happened? Did you just like saturate him?
I don't know what is
Why
happening.
is he so yellow?
Snap?
What did you do?
I didn't click on it. I was. Look like Homer, or was it because of my shade joke earlier?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Made him yellow.
Full
on yellow face right there.
Whoa, wait. Now do it. Johnny Asian times 100. Whoa, wait.
Oh no, you gotta do
No.
it like this, Johnny. You gotta go like this.
Wait, Naf, turn on the saturation. I didn't want to be white, dude. Come on. I don't have the privilege for this.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Anyways, so shall I tell you all of my cinema a la carte?
Yeah.
Okay, so for my entree, I decided to choose Short Term 12. Naf looks so much better.
Not just you just look kind of red.
No,
you put
Naf
out in the
looks
sun,
like
that's it.
Naf just looks like he has red light going on in his room right now.
You just put out in the sun, that's all.
Yeah. Are you in that one town in Nevada? Hell yeah. You're on the other side of the world. You're trying to send it to the other side. There you go. Yeah. Anyways, so my entree is Short Term 12, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, starring Brie Larson. And, you know, I feel like that film is a really good one about life as well, which, you know, you'll see as a vibe. Now, my perfect pairing, as I will call it, is a Netflix film that came out a while back called The Fundamentals of Caring, starring Paul Rudd. I don't know if anyone has seen it. It's a really good film. I really like it. Ooh. And then for my dessert, for my dessert, I am choosing. I listed two here, and I'm debating which one I still want to go with, but I guess I'll go with Little Miss Sunshine. Because, you know, what a perfect way to end your cinema a la carte than with a film about a guy who tried to kill himself starring Steve Carell. Have you not seen Little Miss Sunshine? Oh, spoilers! I think you would actually like it. I think you would really like it, honestly. Yeah, it's a NASCAR film. But honestly, like, with that film, like, it's part of the reason why I chose that one is because, like, you know, we have this film starring Ben Stiller. We usually associate Ben Stiller with, like, the comedy roles. Same with Steve Carell. But, you know, they really put in their full emotional hearts into those films. And I think that's a nice way to end it. I just want to leave you bawling, which is the title of my cinema a la carte, just bawling. Oh. Okay. Who? Wait, here, let me go back in.
I can hear you.
You can, but
yeah.
Oh my god, I think my microphone has been off on the stream.
Yeah, I'm going through the stream right now, and
oh fuck. So it's just me and Johnny being absolutely fucking chaotic.
Well,
Asian pod.
That's pretty much, yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Oh, this is bad. Naf is the one who brought up Tropic Thunder, and I'm the one who said blackface good.
Well,
okay then.
Thank you, Whoosh. There goes that idea. Well, anyway, cinema a la carte, guys. My choices. We're starting with, let me get my notes back up here. We're starting with, here, redub it back in. I'll just have to go and, like, read my own lips and just, like, add over the top. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we're going to start with The Royal Tenenbaums by Wes Anderson. Actually also has Ben Stiller in it. And he's dealing with the grief of a wife that he lost. Like his character, it's not actually about him. It's about his people individually going through stuff, you know? And his character's arc in that story is one of my favorite things. Absolutely beautiful. Then we go to Walter Mitty, which is our, like, main course. And then in terms of our paired wine, I got kind of, I'm gonna pair it with Garden State, directed by oh my god, how do I forget his name? It's by JD. Zach Braff, starring Natalie Portman as well, and it's got a story. Like this story is really beautiful, right? It's this guy, same deal, kind of like stuck in a life, and he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do next, and what's gonna happen, and where it's gonna sort of like go, you know. And so he's kind of like grieving that life that he sort of could have had, and I think that's really beautiful. And then for our desserts, I've got two options for you. One is a TV show that's also produced, created and directed by Ben Stiller, and it's on Apple TV Plus right now, Severance. This one isn't so much about like the grief sort of thing, but it does have a lot of that day-to-day like it's just, it's
That's
awesome
funny because
it's a
he
really
ends up with
cool
a severance package at the end of the movie.
yeah, yeah, but the actual like dessert that we're gonna go with is About Time, which is a beautiful film.
Ooh, I was actually thinking of adding that one onto my list, funny enough.
It's very much about being in the moment, you know. That's
Yeah.
the theme of the film. It's
Good
It's
movie.
awesome.
I love that movie.
yeah, wrecked me.
Great movie.
I loved it.
I love Bill Nye in that one.
I might watch that today.
It was
Actually,
Nice.
so good.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
need to feel something. Yeah. So those are my
You
choices.
should watch Arcane.
Nearly done. Actually, like
Are you in
I finished
season
season
two?
1. Yeah, I'm on episode 3 of season 2. So
Oh my god, do it in threes if you have to.
I can recommend to you some Bluey episodes that had me fucking sobbing.
I've still yet to watch Bluey.
If you're gonna watch Bluey, I think you need to watch Sleepy Time.
Sleepy Time is so beautiful.
Sleepy Time, it's gorgeous, and like I didn't expect to start crying in this one, but I full on started crying during Sleepy Time. Like, what is that?
Okay, fine. I
It's
guess we're
not
gonna
fair.
go watch Bluey then.
Yeah.
That one, and then I can't remember the other one, but it's the one with where they visit Chili's dad.
So is this your cinema a la carte, Jan?
No,
Yes.
I don't know. I was
Think
like
of-
highly unprepared for that.
I gave you the opportunity to just say yes. This is my cinema a la carte.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
was your
sure.
out,
Bluey,
Jan.
Bluey episodes. Yes.
Just
Just
Bluey episode.
Honestly, knowing what Bluey is about, that's a good recommendation. I think. Just
Well,
give us your
I
top
think-
3 Bluey episodes.
Sleepy Time. I can't. Again, the one with where they visit Chili's dad. That one. Jesus Christ. That one really fucking hit me. And then I think the one where I feel like all new parents need to watch this one, but it's the one where Chili is relaying the story of how she wanted Bluey to walk and her like being a mom for the first time and getting the validation from another mom who has already had 9 children previously, but is still in like the mommy and me class. Just like I told my 2 friends who now have children, like if you don't watch any Bluey episodes, you have to at least watch that one. And both of them are like, oh yeah, we've watched it, we've cried, and it's great. And I'm like,
Yeah, like
Damn.
Bluey just has that effect.
We could thank the Australians for that then.
Yeah. Fun fact: one of the producers of Bluey played the guy across from Chris Hemsworth in those Team Thor. Shorts.
Yeah. Team Derek.
Yeah. So that's one of the producers of Bluey, and
Oh.
then also the people
So
who
cute.
produced Bluey produced Talk to Me, the
Oh,
horror film,
wow.
the Australian horror film that came out.
that's
last year.
crazy.
Well, the year before.
Oh
last
yes.
Yeah, it's just wild.
I still
Man.
need to see it.
That's a sick movie.
I've heard I listened to a podcast where like they talk about movies and they talked about that one. I'm never going to watch because I don't do horror. But the concept, like what they talked about, sounds fucking crazy. But also like apparently like the acting was pretty like great from
Yeah,
what they
it's-
all said. Like they were pleasantly surprised at like how campy yet how good it was.
Yeah, it
with
was
the
fantastic.
acting.
I love that film. I actually went, so I don't do horror either, and I went on a date to watch that movie, and I actually had to like leave in the middle a little bit, and then like hide in the bathroom and be like, "There's
Is
too
that
much
real? Is that real?
blood.
Is that real? Is that
There's
real?
too much blood." No, it's not that part. It's more like I'm bad with gore. Like
Yeah.
So you don't do body horror.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been
forget everyone's
exploring a
not me.
little bit more there too lately. Like I watched The Substance this year, and that was like, you know, gross, but like
I
funny
was
and
very unfazed.
yeah, you would be.
Terrifier?
I've seen all the Terrifiers now.
I have yet to see 3. Honestly, after 2, I don't really have a desire to see 3.
3 was alright, yeah.
Is 3 better?
They kind of all melded into just one long movie for me, if I'm honest. So
I mean,
like,
that makes sense, honestly.
it's just more of the same, you know, like
Okay.
it's like we're gonna
Yeah, I
like
don't
up
really
the
have any
ante. Like
motivation to watch
it's
that.
still they're coming up with like inventive ways to like kill and chop people up. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Like,
as I figured.
it's more of the same, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Here's the thing, like, I enjoy gore. Like, it does not faze me, but at the same time, just like with those movies, I'm just like, this isn't that good. Like, yeah, no, you're peeling someone's scalp off, you're skinning them, you're throwing bleach and salt on them. Like, okay. And
Young looks so interested. They're crazy.
yeah, do you
those
know what I
movies.
do for work?
Apparently
Okay,
skin people and remove their scalps.
I don't do that. I do work that leaves me unfazed by movies like that. So yeah,
We love.
we'll leave it at that.
Are you a mortician?
Honestly,
That would be the
I have
worst place to
considered
put Johnny.
I would honestly, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I think I'd be good as a mortician, but no, I'm not. I'm not weird enough to be a mortician. I think I'm too social.
Wild.
Wait, then what the fuck do you do?
I work in supportive housing.
Oh, okay.
A lot of overdoses. So
Yeah.
good shit. Anyways, shall we wrap it up?
Yes. So, thank you to all of our listeners for coming and joining us today and listening to Johnny and Young talk for an hour and a half. Yeah, like this is a great film. You guys should watch it. If you haven't seen Secret Life of Walter Mitty, definitely check it out. But I'm Naf. You can find me on the one with the films pages or at Seen by Naf. Johnny, where can people
Where
find
his
you?
audio does work.
Yes.
As for me, I am Jonathan. Y'all can find me at Marvelous Johnny or Marvelous Jonathan, one or the other. Usually, it is spelled MarVellous. Make sure you remember the extra L. That's how we do it in Canada. And yeah, just find me on TikTok. I'm still trying to work on the YouTube thing. I've uploaded one video, but I don't have like any description. I don't remember. I think it's right before Marvel Rivals came out, so sometime in November.
Okay. Cool.
But
We
yeah,
love it. Congrats.
just look for the little emoticon of a little boba dude with googly eyes and a smile.
I will do. All right, Young, where can people find you and what will they expect to find when they do?
For at least until January, Lothal Youngling on the Tiki Tax. I just do word vomits, and now it is going away. I'm kind of taking my cue from JJ and just starting to post a couple of hot takes. Not many, but just little thoughts here and there.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram at havoc_workshop, I'm trying to transition more into having that be like where I will put like my nerd cosplay stuff, but also just like any other like craft nerd type things there. Because there will be, I'm gonna try to make a costume for me and Celine for a Renaissance fair in February. That this Ren fair allows dogs. So I want to make Barbosa and Jack the Monkey for us.
Okay. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I love it.
So
by the way, guys, Yun does a killer Omega cosplay.
Omega.
So definitely recommend it.
Let's hear the accent.
Omega. I'm Omega. No? Bad?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you're playing the character.
Oh, me. Oh, hang on. It's like, you're clone first 99. Hunter, Iku, Rickett, Tick, and Crosshair.
That
was really fucking good. That was really good.
I like.
Oh, thanks. I'm just really good at parroting things.
Same. What's one of your hot takes?
Luigi good.
Yes, Luigi good, but no.
The green hat one, FBI.
I feel like there are some people who think they're friends with people on like parasocial relationships. I think are very fucking weird.
Yeah.
Especially on social media, especially with people. And I'm gonna be calling people out if they ever see this, but it's just like there's what it annoys me when I see someone keep on checking my profile. There's a person who keeps checking my profile. And it's just like, can you not? You're creeping. It's awkward. And then there are people who like will comment on my stuff to the point where it's just like, I think you're an okay person. However, you're commenting an excessive amount to the point where it's like, I am getting mildly uncomfortable. Please stop. Or people keep trying to slide into my DMs on my Havoc account. It's just like, no. Like I realize I'm not going to be one of those creators that's going to quote unquote build community because there's so many weird people out there. I cannot weed them out. So like I will interact with people if I feel like the vibe was okay, or if I feel like or if I have like met them in person. But a lot of people, I don't know. I'm very selective and I feel kind of bad about it, but also it's just like, y'all are fucking weird sometimes.
No, that's honestly fair because there are some
weird place.
Very weird people. I'm one of them.
I was gonna say, says you with that voice just then.
I mean, I do question us. I do question my association with you sometimes, Johnny. I'm just kidding.
There's worse things to be associated with.
I don't know, man.
And I can't think of any right now at the top of my head, which is not good for me.
Well, look, as a final reminder to listeners, you can find all the links to individual pages in the description below, and there's a Google form you can fill out if there's a specific creator or film that you'd love to see on the podcast. And you can also find one with the films on Instagram, TikTok, and all your favorite podcasting platforms of choice. But for now, just as promised, next week we've got A Merrier Place coming back. This is their fourth time on the podcast, I think, and they're bringing the movie Once by the same director of Sing Street, which, let me just grab the name here.
Is that a Snow White retelling?
No. So it's directed by John Carney, one of my favorite working directors, and it's got Keira Knightley in it. I'm sorry, no, it doesn't have Keira Knightley in it. My bad. That was Begin Again that had Keira Knightley in it.
I love.
But
Begin
it's about
okay.
A guy who's just trying to make it music wise, and he's in Ireland, and they're just like figuring it out, and then these two musicians just kind of get together and start putting a band, and it's got some of the coolest, like the best music I've seen in a film like ever. Like some of my favorite songs. It's very, very good. So I'm really glad that I got to watch that for the podcast, and we're gonna be talking about it next week. So yeah.
Bring us back so because your audio is out, Naf has told us that he has not seen Mulan.
Yes.
So he's going to be bringing the Asian
trio will
back.
come together again for Mulan. We will be as unhinged with probably way more Asian jokes because it's
probably
Mulan.
A lot more Asian jokes, and hopefully your audio will be working then, and then we can properly shame you for not seeing it.
The whole time there's literally like audio levels here. All I have to do is just look down, and I would have seen that it wasn't working, and I just didn't.
No, you're good. Again,
right up until the cinema a la carte part.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, I will see you guys on the next episode. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.